Well, we're ready to date another one of these fuckboys. Moving right along. I should probably save my game. I am going to make that joke every time. As if I was going back in time each time. Still haven't seen it all. So we're in the same ignorant boat then. No point in waiting around. Let's get this show on the road. Welcome, one and all, to the annual Mailberg Academy Senior Student Council Valentine's Day auction. This year, before I begin, I must give thanks to our sponsor, the Everett Corporation. This event could hardly have happened without the support of the Everett Family Trust. It is my absolute pleasure, I did it again, to be your master of ceremonies tonight. As always, all benefits will go directly towards the betterment of students here at Mailberg Academy. The rules are much the same as they are every year, despite the addition of more modern machines. Please enter your bids as soon as they open for each member. I don't have a favorite boy yet, but I'm sure by the end of this I will. In order to be declared the winner, a bid must go unchallenged for 10 seconds. Once a bid has been won, the winner may step outside to collect their winnings, if you will. Beyond that point, I can only wish you the best of luck. Now shall we open the proverbial curtain and meet this year's bachelors? I think we shall. Our first eligible bachelor for tonight is Student Council Secretary Victor Winterbone. He has to go up first. I feel kind of bad for him. Victor doesn't really like being in front of crowds like this. He's smiling wide, but I've known Victor for long enough to be able to tell that he's totally faking it. If he was really happy, it'd reach his eyes, and he'd feel faint, as we've just learned. He hands an envelope over to Crispin like they're about to reveal the next Academy Award. Right, their date locations are huge secrets, aren't they? This must be the reveal time. When you purchase a date with Mr. Winterbone, you will be treated to a romantic ride with him on the local Ferris wheel. His ideal partner is a close friend, someone he can truly devote himself to without reservation. Wow, wonder who that could be. Bids begin at $50. Ugh, I know you'll have to pick him eventually just for the sake of completion, but I'll tell you right now that our date's going to be really awkward. There are a lot of things hanging between us that, frankly, Victor and I have never really talked about. But he was acting a bit strange yesterday. Maybe that was him trying to tell me something. Honestly, though, unless Victor's grown a spine in the past 4 years, I really doubt he's discreet enough to be my informant. The bidding's over within minutes and gets to a couple hundred. This is so ridiculous. And that girl who won the bid, does she even know him? But I don't envy the version of me who does have to go on that date, I have to say. Yeah, there's vomit, fainting, crying. It's just general misery. Victor looks kind of sad, actually. I hope he wasn't expecting me to bid on him or anything. Our next item up for auction is Ellis Rajendran, our treasurer. Ellis just pulled his envelope out from somewhere, but I can't see any pockets on his outfit. How did he do that? Mr. Rajendran's date tonight will take place under the lights of the local aquarium, viewing the fish alongside his sweetheart. His ideal type is someone understanding and in touch with their emotions. Could Ellis be my informant? He's so unassuming that I can hardly even imagine something like that. But, even so, it wouldn't be a complete waste to buy his date. I'm sure I could get him to spill something if I ask nicely. He just seems like that kind of guy. We're gonna go with Ellis. We're just gonna go in order now. Alright, it's as good a guess as any, I suppose. Let's get to it. Ms. Mailberg has begun with a bid of $100. Yet Miss Nakamura... Okay. Has now raised her $250. Oh boy, you're bidding? $350 from Miss Mailberg. I most certainly am. And Mr. Green. And then, oh no, Professor Plum. $500. Boy, if you really want to win, you need to go higher than that. He's way too pretty to go for anything below, like $900. Well, since I've come this far already, $950 from Ms. Mailberg. The auditorium falls silent. Looks like that did the trick. One date with Mr. Rajendran sold to Ms. Mailberg. You may collect your winnings in the May Hall outside. I feel bad denying Mr. Green his night with Ellis Rajendran. I would like to point out, though, Victor was $1,000. Ellis was $950. Better watch out for that Nakamura, though. She's gonna Kinshasa me. Ellis smiles shyly at me from the stage, like I didn't just spend $950 on him. What a guy. There's no one out here except he who I came to see, Ellis, shy and demure. Hello, boy. Are you ready to go? Hold on. We need to feed him Runaway first. I want to know right away whether he's my informant. As if. We could just run away. Run away. Let's run away to the aquarium. That sounds more coy. You want to run there? I can tell already that he has no idea what I'm talking about. Wait, so should I start running or not? I can work with this. Ellis is a total airhead, so I can definitely get away with asking him some pointed personal questions. And even if he doesn't know anything useful, the date might still be fun anyway. All signs so far point to Ellis being a harmless sweetheart. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering why the school has an aquarium so close to the campus, which of course you must be, it and much more are here to keep us rich kids distracted and happy always. I know it seems ridiculous, and it is, but just suspend your disbelief for the evening, okay? So here we are at the aquarium. We're underwater. Isn't it beautiful? This guy's totally gonna be like a Norman Bates type thing, whereas he's gonna be kind of normal, and he's gonna totally Janet Leigh us. Instead of a shower, though, we're gonna get killed in the penguin pool. It really is, but I'd like it better if we weren't completely alone. No one else but us seems to be here at all. Not even any fish. The fish have all gone home, too. I feel like this building was never meant to be experienced by only 2 people. Did you have a favorite kind of fish you'd like to see first? Is that a thing that most people have? A favorite fish? I have favorite fish. There's nothing wrong with having a favorite fish. It's a completely normal thing. If you don't, then I'd love to see the jellyfish. That's fine. Jellyfish are nice, I guess. I don't really have much of an opinion on them. Or fish in general. You know, I used to think that Boy Mailberg was a decent character, and then then the game decided not to reveal what her opinions on fish are. It's so completely silent right now. The only thing I can hear is the sound of Ellis's boots clacking against the floor. This is very awkward. I really don't know what to talk about with him. Fish. Your necklace is cute. Why are jellyfish your favorite? That's the more prudent line of questioning, I think. Oh, well, I couldn't really say. Oh, I get it, because his jellyfish is on his necklace. I like how they're kind of transparent and look like little balloons. But I also think it's neat how they can sting and kill you if you get too close. Very good. Is that supposed to be jellyfish? Is that what this mass of colors is going on right here? Is this jellyfish? We're at this huge stretch of wall now that from top to bottom is just one giant blue tank. Amongst all the blue, hundreds of jellyfish float like pale specters in twilight. It's beautiful, isn't it? I didn't think this would be anything special, but I have to agree, it's a gorgeous sight. You think the jellyfish might be bothered to be so packed in together, but they look so peaceful. Maybe this is just natural for them. Thank you for showing me this. Oh, you're very welcome. When I was little, I used to think that they could communicate telepathically. Sometimes, I'm still not sure. His favorite Pokemon is Frillish. Or Love's Disc. Love Disc would be his favorite. I'm imagining a tiny Ellis pressing his face against a jellyfish tank, and it's cuter than I'd like to admit. Mostly because, in my imagination, he still has the flower crown, even as a toddler. He stares up at the infinity of silver jellyfish above us, a shy smile across his face. And I'm looking right up there with him, trying to get a tiny glimpse of what amazing things he might be seeing in the herd. I can't believe it. I think I'm actually growing a little fond of this boy. Boy, would you like to go take an even closer look at the fish? I'm going to toss you in the tank. How is that possible without going for a swim? We're already pressed up right against the glass. Not tapping it, that's against the rules. I know how we can get a view from above. He just pulled out a keyring from I don't know where. His boot, maybe? His hands move so fast. He did it. He's got sleight of hand, was able to slip the poison in Daddy's tea. The, aquarium management lent this to me. It's a skeleton key to every door in the building. He just asked and they gave it to him? Yes, they did. I honestly truly doubt it was that simple, but okay. It's so beautiful closer up. I really think you'll love it. I'm still a bit skeptical about how he got that key, but I wouldn't mind getting a better view of the jellyfish either. And it's suddenly, amongst all these jellyfish, all of my cares about my father's brutal murder But I gotta try and get back on task soon. I need to start asking questions, or the night will be over before I know it. I'm sure the major separating point choice is coming. We make our way through several long dark hallways that just scream, "You shouldn't be here," even if we allegedly have the blessing of the aquarium staff. Ellis seems like he knows exactly where he's going, though, even after turning about 50 corners in a row. But now everything suddenly makes perfect sense. Jellyfish pictured here. We're on a small platform hanging right over the open top of the enormous jellyfish tank. I really hope one of the endings is her getting pushed in. They look like little pulsing lights from up here, floating in the darkness, like watching a herd of lanterns let go from above. It really makes a difference, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I've always wanted to share this sight with someone. I'm glad it could be you, boy. Excuse me, I'm burping a lot. It's all the soda. I know he's just being nice because I paid him. I paid to go on a date with him, but he seems so sincere that I almost believe it. We just stand in silence, watching the jellyfish below us swivel around in patterns I'm sure they don't even understand. Boy, I just wanted to tell you that if you're ever lonely or sad, I'm here for you. Like, if you're feeling grief about your father, you could share that with me. I'd love to hear it. If that wasn't a sign to ask him something, then I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go with this. I don't think this is the save point, but I am going to save here. Just to be safe. You know. Yeah. Do you know a woman named Stacy? Maybe. Could you be more specific? Oh, this is tricky, since I don't actually know anything about her. I'll just say that Crispin might know her. Okay. That's who I thought you might be talking about, but, you shouldn't call her Stacy. No one but Crispin is allowed to call her that. I did it once, and, he's showing me what looks like a cigarette burn on the back of his hand. Oh my god. Don't ever call anyone by their first name around Crispin. He's very weird. He smokes cigarettes. That's so bad for you. You should call her Anastasia instead. That's what Stacy is short for? No, it's not. No, it's not. Anna is short for Anastasia. I've seen 50 Shades of Grey. I know what's up. But, where did you hear that name, anyway? I'll just say that Crispin told me. That's technically true. I don't think he'd do that. He'd never even think of introducing her to you as Stacy. The only reason I thought to call her that was because I heard him say it, and you've heard it too. Then that means you've been eavesdropping, haven't you? Oh, God, this is bad. Nothing is working. He sees right through me no matter what I say. This was a bad time to discover that Ellis is smarter than he looks. Oh, no. This isn't good. I don't know what to do. I don't know why he looks so worried. I'm the one in trouble here. If you know all that, then what else could you know? I really wish you hadn't said anything. This was all going so well, too. But I just can't let you keep doing this, boy. What is he? He pushed us into the fucking jellyfish tank. He pushed us into the goddamn jellyfish. We were just murdered by jellyfish. Water everywhere, washing over my face. Down my nose. Up my nose. Down my mouth. Bloop, bloop. Wait, am I in the jellyfish tank? The only thing I could see is Ellis's face floating above me in the darkness. This would be the one time if they actually show, like, him up above. This would be the only time this very splotchy watercolor style will actually look right. Oh, why isn't he all, like, swooshy and blurry? Oh, boy. See, naming her boy was the best thing, because everybody keeps saying, oh boy. Help me out of here. What just happened? Bloop, 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 bloop. I just pushed you over the railing. Was that not clear? Do you not know how to swim, boy? Obviously no. I can't. I refused to take lessons when I was 10. Why does he care? No doggy paddle, nothing? You should lay on your back so you float then. You'll run out of energy quickly if you just keep struggling. Maybe I was a little too hasty in pushing you in, since you didn't actually ask anything incriminating, did you? But I've now just done something incriminating. Oh dear. I don't want to do this to you, I really don't. Please believe me. But if you keep asking questions, I won't be able to let you out at all. So, I want you to make a choice. If you promise to forget what you just asked, then I can let you out. None of this will have ever happened. That sounds nice, doesn't it? I don't understand why I'm even here. How is whatever he's hiding so bad, he had to push me into a jellyfish tank? And if I don't agree to forget it, will you just leave me here to die? Boy, please say something. I know you can hear me. Just tell me you'll stop, and we could go back to the way things were. I hate to say it, this is a rather perfect time for you to do your thing, string puller. So I want you to go ahead and choose both options to see what you learn. I'm not even the real boy who's going to solve this mystery anyway. Please don't let my fate influence your decision. Even if I am so incredibly terrified for my own life right now. Well, since it just gave me the option, we will save. No, I want the truth. Which do we want first? Well, you know what? I kind of want to see the death by jellyfish ending. So, no, I want the truth. It's alright. Don't feel bad for choosing that. I don't. As long as I know it's for a greater purpose, I can face the fate of drowning with my head held high, or low, as I sink to the bottom. Or so I'd like to tell myself. Really? Are you sure? Just so you understand, boy, me telling you everything means that you can't be allowed to live. You know that, right? It's your choice, but I just really wish you wouldn't take it. Can he just get on with it already? I'm kind of on a time limit here. Alright, fine. Where to start? I don't know how much you know already. I'll say this first. Your father's death wasn't an accident. I know that because I'm the one who killed him. There are a million things I could say to him right now, but the water keeps rolling over my face and getting into my mouth. This is what I came here for. This is all I ever wanted to know. And now, I'm not even going to live long enough to do anything about it. I know that sounds really, really bad. Maybe I shouldn't have phrased it like that. I murdered him. Is that better? I never know how to talk about these things with outsiders. You might think I'm lying, but my family, the Rajendrans, are, a long line of assassins. They're what now? That's what we do. And that's what I do, too. Okay. At this point, I'm completely willing to believe that. The CEO of EVCO was the one who hired me. It's really not unusual for entire companies or families to do that. What? Why would the Everetts... No, of course, that's impossible. The CEO couldn't possibly be one of the Everetts. They're all dead. She never disclosed the reason why, though. Clients don't usually share that kind of information. It's very personal. I didn't have any problem with the headmaster, but I'd signed a contract, so, I had to do it. Do you know how your father would take painkillers for his migraines? With his tea, always. He just set himself up for poisoning. And I always carry this one type of poison with me, even right now. My necklace opens up and then it's a vial. That's why I love Jellyfish so much, because I like to poison people. The substance is odorless, tasteless, and colorless. It even has a delayed reaction. All I had to do was pour it in his tea when he wasn't looking, and he'd be found dead after I'd already left. I heard, that when it happened, he was with another student entirely. I can only imagine what that must have felt like. I think I'm gonna be sick. I can't take any more of this. Should I stop? I thought this is what you wanted to hear. None of this is disturbing for me to talk about, but it must be for you. I'm sorry if I've upset you. I've been doing this sort of thing since I was a kid, so, I really don't know how a normal person is supposed to react to death. And things like guilt or regret, those aren't feelings that someone like me is supposed to have. But you know, boy, even though I never really knew your father that well, every time I see you, I feel like I'm looking him right in the face. Not that you look like him or anything, that's not what I mean, though I guess you do a little. I just wish there was another world where we aren't who we are, where you're still standing up here with me, like an isekai. Another world where I never pushed you into that tank. My legs are numb. My legs are so numb. There must be hundreds and hundreds of jellyfish wrapped around them by now. But he's still talking, looking me straight in the eyes for as long as I have them open. So, funny thing about jellyfish murder here, in an aquarium where it is known by an entire student populace that only Ellis and Boy Mailberg went to, there's only one suspect here. But he's still talking, looking me straight in the eyes for as long as I have them open. So is she just going... Oh no, I knocked my drink over. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got it. It's practically empty anyway, it didn't matter. So it's like, is she just like going like this, like treading water, like, yeah, that's really interesting. Is that how you killed my dad? That's really cool. Thanks for telling me. Floating like this is almost kind of meditative, you know? If I have to die this way, I guess it's not so bad. That time I was reincarnated as a jellyfish. Boy, are you still listening? Can you still hear me? I've got a lot to say. I really hope so. I don't know how much longer you have. I've never drowned anyone before, but since there's jellyfish involved and you can't swim, it might not take long for you to lose consciousness. My sister, she said that at the beach once, it took her about 15 minutes from start to finish to go under for the last time? But the assassin siblings, never mind. I was like, did he drown his sister too and it took 15 minutes? Never mind. But this isn't the beach, so maybe you'll live longer? No matter how long it takes, though, I'll stay with you until the end, even if I have to stand here all night. I'll throw something in that'll sink to the bottom of the tank, so that when the staff come in tomorrow morning, they'll know to check this room right away. I won't let your body wait around to be found, okay? You're special to me. And when they find you, boy, you'll become a legend, a ghost story. A ghost story? Maybe they'll eat a pie for 15 minutes. The girl found mysteriously drowned in the jellyfish tank on Valentine's Day. They'll be wondering what happened between us tonight for years. But I'll be the only one out here who really knows. I'll make sure that they remember you. Everyone will. They'll name something after you. More than just the academy, I mean. We'll do everything in your honor. You'll haunt the halls of this aquarium every night for eternity, and then when you're bored with that, you can come haunt my house whenever you want. You don't know how lucky you are, boy. Most people never even get the chance to be remembered in death. Oh, but if you don't want me to attend your funeral, you should let me know. Thank you for choosing me tonight, boy. It made me so happy to see you out there in the audience, and even happier to be able to come here with you. I had a really great time right up until, this. So we paid this fucker we paid this fuck almost $1,000 to murder us. You chose information over life, so I'll tell you anything you want to know, boy, anything in the world. Whatever I can do to make your last moments more comfortable. I'd even jump in there with you and let you die in my arms if it made you feel better, but then neither of us would be able to get out. I don't know how to swim either. But, why am I doing all the talking here? If you could still speak, boy, say something. Tell me how you really feel about me or your father or anything else in the world. Hey, boy, are you still there? Boy? Boy? Boy! Ending 2, Ghost Story. That's a good one.